Ladies and gentlemen, Roger Radio here with a vlog. So I thought I'd make this vlog, just to talk to you guys about something that I ended up doing over this past weekend. Obviously, first things first, right before we get into it, it's been a very challenging month for me. Nevertheless, after a man who I thought was my best friend ended up turning to be one of the biggest backstabbing scumbag parasites I ever met in my fucking life, turned on me. And as a result, because of his influence, there's so many people who've decided to sever ties with me when I only made an honest, simple mistake. But he's trying to paint this he tried to paint me essentially as a bad person, which I'm not. And, even despite it being a very tough month, there was one thing that obviously did happen to me this past weekend that's probably the first good thing that ever really happened. So basically, I want to give you a little synopsis of it. And obviously, the title ain't no lie. I was painted. Not clickbait. So basically, how this happened was that back in March, more specifically March 10th, if I remember correctly, it was right after me and my co-host Aegis ended up recording the album review for Pink Floyd's The Dark Side of the Moon. It was the same day as our friend G Money's birthday, so we took him out to Clock Out Brewing in Grand Rapids, and by some coincidence, there was an art show that was going on that was being hosted by a really wonderful artist named Tom. I'm just going to leave it at that. And the artistry was really perfect. And I said to Aegis, you know what? This could be something that I would be willing to do. So basically, I signed up for it because he had a sign-up sheet for those who want to do it. And he emailed me saying, asking me if any of my other friends were interested. G Money wasn't all interested at that time, but Aegis was. Aegis and I ended up going to his place in Cohasset, and we ended up getting our paint. Well, he took pictures of us so that he could paint them for later on. Before we ended up heading over there were some questionnaires that we had to be asked. Like what was our favorite shape, our favorite animal, etc. And as a result, the paintings came out really great. We had a really good time. Obviously, it was really good stuff. We had the art show this past Saturday, and it went really great. Here is some of the footage right here.
Roger, among other talents, has a podcast on Spotify, YouTube, and what's the other one?
Just them.
Just them, okay. And he has about 35, I'm guessing?
At least around 85 subscribers on my channel right now.
No, but how many posts? How many
how should I know?
Okay. I'll quit asking the tough questions and hand the microphone over.
Okay, so my boy Nick there had to say this, and for like Frank Zappa, and just remember, ladies and gentlemen, I'm bringing up these cue cards, SNL reference. So let me ask you this: how many of you love music?
I like the one.
We all love music. That's the one thing I bleed is music. The one thing that was the one thing that Tom and I connected with mostly was our love for music. And that's what this painting right here was all about. The old Jimi Hendrix lava lamp. Because he wanted to get to know a little bit about what our interests are or what we are about as individuals. And I think that is the best chemistry that any artist can ask their models. Yeah. And that was how we were able to connect mostly is because of our love for music, whether it be the past, the present, or even whatever random BS will be in the future, because we all know what Taylor Swift did that ruined the music industry. But nevertheless, the one key word that I also want to talk about also is the key word trust. Because it has been a very rough month for me in my personal life. I've always had a history of not trusting a lot of people because of like certain things and whatnot. I wasn't able to like fully trust people until I met a man named Tom Page. He assured me that I could trust him with my heart and soul, and it really reflects in the artistry of the paintings that he has made. And Tom, you did a great job. I love the paintings you made, especially that lava lamp thing. I'll have to find a way to negotiate that one these days. But ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the paintings, and let's just drink some beer. Take care. We will be uploading the whole entire video in its entirety on my new channel that I've started, El Gallo Productions. You will probably see it this weekend because there are some other projects that I want to put on there first. But this will give you an idea of like a sneak peek, sneak preview thing of what you will see over on that channel. So I thought I'd share an update with you guys. You know, things are hunky and dory. Obviously, I haven't uploaded any podcast episodes in a while, but they will start up again this weekend. I will make a separate video to explain why I haven't uploaded really jack shit. So I hope y'all stick around. If you want to continue to support what I'm doing here, subscribe to the Roger Radio Show today. And also be sure to subscribe to my brand new channel, El Gallo Productions. And be sure to subscribe to my other channel that I'm on, the Interrobang group. All the links to those will be in the description below. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I thought I'd waste your time. Thank you all so much for sticking with me this long. And as always, until next time, ta-ta for now!